What is up, big bags? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be discussing HUDA Beauty. Listen, HUDA Beauty is one of those brands that you do not play with, can't play with, and I love HUDA Beauty. Today we're going to be discussing a breakdown of HUDA Beauty, who they are, what they represent, and as well as some facts that you may not know. So if you're interested in hearing this, then just keep watching. What is HUDA Beauty? If you don't know, let me put you on. HUDA Beauty is one of the world's most fast-growing beauty brands, and it's owned by Huda Katan. HUDA Beauty originally started as a blog, I did not know that, in 2010, and then they officially launched as a beauty brand in 2013. Here are a couple facts about Huda Katan that I actually did not know. Y'all, I did not know Huda was a makeup artist. What? She was a makeup artist in Hollywood at that. I thought that she was originally based overseas. She has roots in Dubai, in the Middle East, and I did not know that. Huda actually has many layers herself, and I'm gonna get into that in a second. But another thing about Huda Beauty, what are they known for? Every brand has one particular product that's a fan favorite or that they're known for completely. And with Huda Beauty, it's their lip contour kits it was one of the first products that they launched, as well as their lashes. Their lashes were actually worn by Kim Kardashian. One thing that I found interesting about the brand, their core values consist of two things: kindness and kaizen. Kaizen is actually a word that is based in Japan. It's a Japanese word, and it stands for a change for better or a continuous improvement. Let's get into the tea of Huda Katan. Huda Katan is that girl, okay? When it comes to girl boss, the picture next to the definition of girl boss is Huda Katan. She originally started off as a beauty blogger, which is really interesting, and like I told you guys earlier, she is a makeup artist. That is just so crazy to me. And she's actually one of the most wealthy makeup influencers. The pockets are fat, okay? Huda actually started the brand Huda Beauty because she couldn't find any good lashes that she really fell in love with. She felt that there was a gap when it comes to lashes on the market within that time frame, and she was like, okay, I'm gonna fill this gap. So her and her two other sisters started up Huda Beauty originally. Even though Huda was basically like the CEO or the face, it was actually all three of them that got involved. One of her sisters, Mona, actually has a sub-brand of Huda Beauty called Kayali, and it's basically a brand that sells perfume, fragrances. I love Kayali. As well as her other sister actually invested into Huda Beauty when it first started out. I believe she gave Huda the investment to actually start up the brand. I just really love the fact that Huda Beauty was started on core values as well as family being involved. That just makes it so much more personable, especially because, you know, she didn't even have that much to start off with. Honestly, she got into the business of Huda Beauty. She started selling her lashes, and I believe she got into Sephora with her lashes, and they started selling out like really fast, like hotcakes. Like, it was a very high demand during the time that she launched, and literally everybody wanted her lashes. Now that we talked a little bit about Huda and how they started up, let's get into the evolution of Huda Beauty, okay? Huda Beauty is that brand. Let's talk about it, because I am just so excited to tell you guys about the things that I found. Now, along with their iconic lashes, Huda Beauty was also known for their liquid lipsticks, aka their lip contour kits. Does anybody remember in like 2014, 2015, that whole lip contouring thing? I know that they definitely started that trend. Now, along with succeeding with Huda Beauty, they also ended up expanding into sub-tier brands. So like Kayali, which is owned by Mona, but Huda Beauty does have a hand in that as well. Huda Beauty also has Glowish, which is their cruelty-free, clean makeup brand, along with Wishful, which is their skincare brand. I've only tried like 1 to 2 products from Wishful, and they were cool, but the ones from Glowish, y'all, Glowish is a brand that people are sleeping on for real. I love Glowish. Some of their most popular makeup products right now in 2023 are their lipsticks, their complexion products, which contains their, oh my god, their setting powder, you guys. So freaking good. It does have fragrance in it, so if you're fragrance sensitive, I don't recommend it, but if you don't care, it's like one of the best setting powders on the market. Along with their eyeshadow palettes, I heard that they only release eyeshadow palettes once a year. I don't know how true that is. I feel like all beauty brands, especially makeup, need to have that one core product that they're known for. It makes others want to try their brand, and Huda Beauty has multiple that contribute to their success. And like every other successful beauty brand, there comes controversy. I love Huda Beauty down, but you guys know that it wouldn't be a breakdown video if I didn't mention the controversy as well as some humps that Huda had to jump over. I would also like to mention that these are alleged. The first is that they were sued for potentially using ingredients that were banned in the United States with their Neon Obsessions palette. Now, if you remember that palette, it came out a while ago. It was literally a neon palette with very bright colors, a very interesting colorway in my opinion, but because the ingredients were not finalized in the US or were illegal, quote quote, a lot of fire came under Huda Beauty. Now, my experience as a makeup enthusiast, if you look on some of your eyeshadow palettes right now, specifically Morphe, which also has a lawsuit going on, but I have seen it on others, there are specific shades in eyeshadow palettes that you're quote quote not supposed to wear around your eyes. It's up to basically the consumer's discretion. So I don't know if it was one of those things or if they really had illegal ingredients, but that is one of the controversies that Huda Beauty had to go through. Another one that we need to talk about is how Huda Beauty was accused from stealing a Black-owned business marketing style. So I don't know if you guys have heard of Beauty Bakery. Beauty Bakery is a makeup brand that basically has the aesthetic of baked goods. For example, their setting powder is in a flour bag. Their makeup spray is like baking spray, stuff like that, you know? When Huda Beauty launched their viral setting powder that I was talking about earlier in the video, I don't know if you guys know, but the original name for the powder is Easy Bake Setting Powder. That's the actual name of the setting powder. So the aesthetic and the marketing when Huda came out with the powder and launched it, she was baking, she was in a kitchen, it was showing her, you know, in cooking wear and all that stuff. So a lot of people were basically saying that she copied the style from Beauty Bakery. So after digging online, I could not find out if this was debunked or not. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Do you think Huda Beauty deliberately stole the marketing style of Beauty Bakery? Let me know. And last but not least, let's get into the topic of what completely blew me away. And I was also just not aware of this. I feel like you guys are going to be shocked too. Huda Beauty is truly a brand that puts their money where their mouth is. They have dibbled and dabbled in a lot of philanthropy, and I'm gonna just give you guys some examples. In June of 2020, they donated $500,000 to the NAACP after the murder of George Floyd. In 2020, they also donated to Doctors Without Borders, matching the donations made through their Huda Beauty website, totaling over $150,000 in match funds to the Doctors Without Borders of COVID-19 Relief Fund. In 2021, they donated 1 million meals to the 100 Million Meals Food Drive to provide food to disadvantaged communities across 20 countries in Asia and Africa. Now, this last one I really wanted to share with you guys. Huda Beauty used their platforms to speak up about the forced evictions in Palestine. Now, this was in 2021, before the events that are happening now in Palestine. And with that, they also donated again to Doctors Without Borders. They donated over $100,000 to support their efforts on the ground. So it's safe to say that Huda Beauty is not performative when it comes to aiding the community. I love Huda Beauty so much for this, so much more than I did before. And I think it's very important to put our money towards brands that are actually doing something, you feel me? That is it for the breakdown of Huda Beauty. I really do hope that you guys enjoyed this video and got some value out of it. I really want you guys to discuss down below, what do you think about Huda Beauty? Anything in this video shock you? I would love to know. Check the description down below on how you can help Palestine in their time of need. There are some horrible events going on right now and they need so much love, so much help. Free Palestine. And I'm so glad that you guys watched this video, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Bye.